One of the challenges in the market currently is that blades are getting bigger and bigger, and the failure rates of blades is also increasing. So a solution is to detect damages at these blades at an early stage. And currently, the blades are, there are no sensors inside, or at least not sensors that can actually detect these damages. We have a solution that can detect damages when they're still small, so that repair cost is low and turbine availability can go up.
Carlos, Sander, thanks for taking the time to speak to me today. We're obviously at the Offshore Energy event in Amsterdam. It's day two. Yesterday felt like there was a good buzz around the event. Carlos, how did you find yesterday?
Well, I find yesterday was a very interesting day for us. So we had a couple of interactions with competitors to start with. So very interesting discussions where we see competitors can become partners eventually. And on the other side, also owner-operators of wind turbines.
Yep.
That they see that we have a technology that can help them, not today, but in the future, expansion to the offshore. So this is really offshore focus, and that's where we see the value.
Okay. Sander, Fibersail is known to PS Wind. You guys have worked with us in the past, but can you tell us exactly what you guys are offering the market for those who don't know?
Yeah, of course. So one of the challenges in the market currently is that blades are getting bigger and bigger, and the failure rates of blades is also increasing. So a solution is to detect damages at these blades at an early stage. And currently, the blades are, there are no sensors inside, or at least not sensors that can actually detect these damages. We have a solution that can detect damages when they're still small, so that repair cost is low and turbine availability can go up.
Yeah. Okay. Carlos, you mentioned the offshore sector. Do you see the future for Fibersail in offshore wind, or is it going to still be a balance between onshore and offshore?
Well, I think it's both.
Yep.
So Fibersail is tackling onshore, offshore. We see the most traction today in onshore. It's easier. The problems are there, and we are solving our customers' problems.
Yep.
But offshore, it's much more potential, right? So if you have a problem offshore, the cost is, as Sander explained, the cost is many times bigger. Yep. So our system can really help the offshore operations, reduce the cost of operation and maintenance.
Yep.
But the bottom line is the same: help the industry overcome the challenges that we hear today.
Okay. And Sander, just to sort of understand, are you? Is it OEMs that you're targeting? Who is it that's going to use your technology?
Yeah. So first we are targeting the owner operators, because they feel currently the pain on the huge downtimes on turbines.
Yep.
That's our client base at the moment. But in the near future, let's say in 2 or 3 years, when we've validated and proven the technology with the owner operators, of course, then the next stage for the real scaling is integrating in the OEM new build turbines.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's the next stage.
We're in November. We're at the end of the year. How has the year been? But more importantly, how do you see the future?
Well, 2024, you're right. Yeah, we are in the end of the year. It seems that the year started yesterday. Quite a crazy time, a lot of speed. But we do have more speed in 2025.
Yeah.
So we did our first touch point in the US market, for example, a couple of months ago. We are entering strong in 2025 in the US market, and we really want to complement Europe and US to see how we can speed up the integration of our technology. So,
just on that point, then, Sander, if we talk about the US just quickly, do you see there's a big difference? I know in offshore wind there's been a lot of trying to copy European offshore technology and transfer it to the US. Do you see it as a completely different market, the same type of market?
Well, the problems are the same, right? And to enter the US market for us, we enter into the onshore market.
Yeah.
So the owner operators that we're working with are both operating in Europe and the US.
Yeah.
So basically, the teams that we're discussing are already the teams that we were discussing in Europe.
Yeah.
So we don't see many differences there. It is a fact that in the US, we feel that we can speed up the market integration from Fibersail. Yeah.
Perfect. In terms of 2025, what are your biggest challenges? What do you see as the biggest challenge?
So we're currently qualifying with various owner operators in Europe and hopefully early next year in the US as well. These are limited numbers of turbines. Being a startup and being a company that needs to scale, I think the biggest challenge is to scale to the next level. So integrate our technology on a wind farm wide level.
Trust must be a big issue. Getting people to trust in you to take, as a startup, you say.
Of course, you need to, of course, prove what you say.
Yeah.
That's what we've been doing with these qualification projects.
Yeah.
So, and that's the plan for 2025 to prove it that we do these damage detections and prove the value to the customer, and then later in 2025 provide volume
Demonstrate what
deployment.
you could do.
Yes, exactly.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.